Dude, we could do 6 more episodes of this, bro. We could talk about
this
for
we
sure.
could actually just make the podcast.
We could just make it an Everything Mayor podcast.
Good.
All right, we're live, unofficially, officially.
It's accurate.
We have an exciting episode today, folks. Lewis, I'm gonna just give a little overview for everyone who is a comeback listener here. I think we're at 1 or 2 million followers total now. Getting up there. You would know me and Lewis as the self-development gurus that we are. We usually discuss self-development type topics. Lewis is a multi-endurance athlete as well. So we usually do that. However, me and Lewis also share an interest in John Mayer and music generally and guitar. And so we are going to do a special episode today on John Mayer. We're going to cover a couple sections. We've got 3 sections. I'm not going to give them away. Stick around to the end. So that's the first part. But the other reason the show is exciting, and you may have heard him speak earlier, is we have a special guest, the first official guest on the 22 podcast. And this is a guy I've known for a long time. It's my great fortune and misfortune. And he's been a roommate of mine for a long time. And what else we got here? He's the only guy I know who has eaten a coffee crisp before 10 in the morning. We can dive into that.
Well, actually,
and we have the lovely Nicholas R. Durban here joining us on the 22 podcast. Nick, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast. Yep. We got the thumbs
up. It only works on yours.
Really?
Thumbs up.
Oh.
Devin does this that. Does it do it on yours?
See.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not going to work today.
No.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
We have an exciting episode.
Inaccurate information of myself.
Yes. I was going to write you an intro. I didn't write you the intro. Do you have anything?
Some of that was fabricated.
That was mostly true. I'll be honest.
Almost true.
Okay. We're going to do a John Mayer episode today. Lewis, you sent over a few categories. Do you want to go over the categories at the top, or do you want to just...
There's only 3. It's up to you, man. You're rocking the show.
All right, let's just keep it a surprise. But okay, so Lewis sent over a few categories for 3 categories for Nick, himself, and I to pick from, and we're gonna start off with the first one, which is out of every John Mayer live performance ever, what is our one favorite live performance? Which is actually insane, Lewis, that you did this. This is the hard... Nick, what were your thoughts picking this? Was it just...
You can never just pick one. I think that's the mutual understanding between the 3 of us but to put the staple on one was difficult. We obviously have some honorable mentions.
Couple.
I actually had a bit of a criteria for mine. I went range, dirty solo, and the watch that was worn.
Oh, that's dude. We should have added in best favorite John Mayer watch as a. Anyways. What are we thinking, Nick? You should have reached out, man.
I can't be spilling my criteria.
All right. Okay, so do you want to lead us off, man? You want to lead us off in the one stick best John Mayer live performance?
Sure. All right, this one, this is a good one. It's a particular song that I'm picking from a live performance that really stood out to me, and some of you might know it, some of you may not. It's not your Live in LA. The album, it's your Live in LA, All Along the Watchtower live performance.
Yep.
Damn.
Dirty little AP on him. Yeah. He's got the black strap, the tucked in pants. That's like kind of your quintessential douchebag John Mayer look, I think is what he's got going on there. That's my
all right.
Yeah.
That is a great pick, and honestly, man, I forgot that existed until you just said that. I can't believe that. Damn. Yep, okay, that's a great pick, Nick. That's a good pick, and I love the criteria.
Live Los Angeles.
Okay, beauty. Oh, and right, of course. Wow. All right, that's a. I don't want to say that was a sleeper, but that's a great pick.
Thank you. Thank you. I was excited about that one.
Very nice.
Okay, beautiful. We can mull over then some other things after. We'll get through here. Lewis, do you want to go next with your favorite live performance?
I gotta go. This one was
gotta pick one
as well. Because I kept on looking, live performances up, obviously, and then I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about that one. And then there's this one over here, and then I forgot, oh my god, there's that one. But if I had to pick one, because I thought at first just in terms of him playing, but then I thought in terms of like what I like to play too, or what I would like in the future, like if I could play any song of his, like live, like me, if I had the ability, I'm like, God, that song's so cool. I wish I could do that, but I can't. I can't just yet. It would have to be John Mayer, Crossroads, live in Toronto. It's like the night before.
That is a good one. I actually completely forgot of that.
Yeah, it's like I forget about it too, but yes, it's like he says something like John, like something John would say at the beginning. It's like the eve to Thanksgiving, and what we do is we're gonna rock out a little bit. All right. And he just starts into it. It's like this whole, he's got the slap thing. I don't know, but the tone on the guitar is really different. He's playing a Strat, it's a white Strat, but it's like a really hot tone. It's got like a lot
it's
of.
Got that little electric symbol on it too, right?
Yeah, it's got like the. It's like a black. Is it a black heart? It's like an all white stripe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, he had some sort of pedal on that too. That like the note's supposed to like die out as you hear it. So like
like
you play it, like it kills like every time he hits it. So it's like burn it.
Oh, it might be from the whammy that he has. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he said it was like in the fuzz pedal he had was some ridiculous.
Like, it's something like that's not usually that he doesn't. Usually
that rendition of Crossroads is actually like,
dude,
that's a nasty.
That song.
Beginning, it's like a dance. It's like I don't know how to describe it, dude. He's like.
Yeah. It's so hard to play. Like the thing is, you can learn the song, but to actually get it to sound like that is it's like a whole other lifetime. That's the thing.
It's so. Oh yeah,
there's touch on that. Stop and goes. It's almost like I don't know, like a Need for Speed Tokyo Drift or some like running back that's like. Just like Kyrie Irving, I don't know like what's coming.
Yeah,
all sorts of different things that like he's elegant and he just got the ways, man.
I love it.
That's fun.
Those are two great picks. I got to admit, guys, those are good. I actually I didn't expect that from either of you, so that's good.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, cool. My pick.
All right.
It's also from a Crossroads Guitar Festival. It's not Crossroads. This is in Chicago. This one. I cannot listen, like whenever I listen to the song, it's not on Spotify or anything. And in fact, it's not even a song of his. So I could be cheating. But he has a cover. He plays a Gibson 335, ES 335. Ain't No Sunshine, his cover. Dude,
I had 11. Yep.
That song, first off, it's just the riff is it's like hypnotic. It's so good. And
he also looks ridiculous.
He looks insane. I think he's high as a kite. He's wearing sunglasses.
He's falling out. He's got his cargo pants on.
Dude, and he does this like cool like slapping thing on the strings too. Yeah. And he also like sings the like he does this like singing. He like I don't know how to explain it. He starts singing the chords he's playing before he starts playing it. And then the solo's sick. And also Steve Jordan's back on the drums and he is killing it on the drums.
Yeah, that's Clapton's Crossroads he's playing at.
Okay, the Crossroads Festival. Yeah.
Clapton's Crossroads Festival.
Like, really interesting.
Yeah. I actually, that's not what I had for you live, but I was between that and two others, and I almost picked that as my live performance, thinking I was going to get some people, but that's not what I had for yours. But that is hilarious. That's such a good pick. That guy is actually like.
Song is so good, man. It isn't his, so I get not that it was cheating, but it was like
neither was mine.
True.
Yeah, but good point. Sometimes they make it their like I think of like Chris Davidson. What's the Tennessee Whiskey? Like his number, like one of the number one songs.
I didn't know that was his song for so long.
That's not his song,
dude.
Whose song is it?
I think it's like George. Is it George Strait?
Well, dude, it's like who did Fast Car? Who covered Fast Car this year?
Oh, Luke Combs. Actually,
dude, like people think that's his song.
I know.
Like, no one knows.
Thank God they brought Tracy out. There was another one too that got me for the soul, but I think for guitars, most people he covers all guitars like cover John Mayer's version of that. Like for Ain't No Sunshine.
Dude, the riff, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, so then, do you guys want to just like spit off some other ones you had on your list, or do you want to hit predictions first?
Yeah,
we could.
Maybe do some honorable mentions, then I'll do the predictions. I think that's good.
How about we do? Okay, let's go for that.
Because we'll probably have some overlap on that.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually torn between these two. It was "Don't Let Me Down" with Keith Urban.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that was the one I picked for you. That was the one I picked for you, man.
Yeah.
I was like so close on that, and then like "Don't" with Ed Sheeran, but I didn't think it really counted. Oh, but he actually shreds that solo, and he's like a good back. Oh yeah, man,
check it out, Lewis.
It's sick. That's where he pulls out his little Pink Jackson. That thing is nasty. Yeah, man. That's a worth a listen,
dude. I didn't really think that was fair. I had "Don't Let Me Down" for you. I was 100% on that, or another song actually. You didn't list.
It's number 2 on my list. I actually have "Helpless." Bud Stage was on that as well. That live version of "Helpless,"
of course,
is nasty.
You know what?
Yeah, you got some takeaways from this,
dude. That's wild, man. I think
that's his best. No, I won't say yet.
Well,
I'll just say.
Actually, well, no, because that's. Sorry.
All right, we'll come to it.
Okay, all good. No, we can talk about it now because that isn't even technically. That's not a single.
No, it doesn't fall under the criteria.
Not a single. I think that's his best. That's my favorite.
Helpless
studio solo.
It is up there for me.
It's like, weird. Devin and I have actually talked about that. It does not feel like he's in a studio playing that solo.
No, I played that literally today, like right before when you texted me. I was like, let me get some refreshers. And I saw "Helpless." Yeah.
Yeah. I just love that's like 4 chords too, and he's just that's the entire thing.
The chords are sick too. It's such a good riff,
climbs
dude.
Well.
Learning how to sing on that too is tough.
Yeah, his outro is really sick on that live version. Like he just like hammers these 2 chords and like is just hitting the whammy bar, and you're just like, what is that sound even? And then he goes into some crazy lick, and you're like, yep, I wish I could play like that.
Dude, I love it.
Do it. I wish I could.
Yeah.
So sorry. So you had the "Helpless" and then "Don't Let Me Down."
And "Ain't No Sunshine" was also on mine, but I figured that was going to get eaten up.
Okay.
You want to know what I actually had for? Oh wait, you actually share your honorable mentions.
Yeah, no, I have a bunch, and honestly, I'll just tell you guys my predictions for you because they're also a lot of my predictions for you are also some of my honorable mentions. So I'm just gonna do that. So Nick, for you, I had "Don't Let Me Down" by Keith Urban, but I also had this was a dark horse. I had Lenny/Man on the Side.
I almost picked that
because
actually. I wrote that down.
I know you love that. That's a sick. Anyone who doesn't know that, I think it's off Any Given Thursday.
Any Given Thursdays, that's actually
one of the first ones. Yeah,
I cut that one out. I was like, I honestly like anytime I listen to that All Along the Watchtower, even like John's chords, he does them of so course.
Like. I've heard you play that song a zillion times. I can't believe I didn't think about that. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
So I had you down for that, and also "Don't Let Me Down." And Lewis, this is a weird one. I for some reason thought you were going to be a "Covered in Rain" guy. I thought you were going to love "Covered in Rain." Just because I can see you playing that song very well is why I'm giving you that.
Capable of playing that song.
And then one other one that I had down is honestly off the Try album. Like I was kind of feeling, Nick, for some reason another kind of green or something along those lines.
I actually almost had Gravity for you on that one.
Oh, dude, I almost refrained from it because it was so basic, but
I know,
so good, dude, so good. Lewis, any honorable mentions for you / predictions?
Yeah, I think it's the same performance as All Along the Watchtower live in Los Angeles, but it's "Slow Dancing" in Burning Room, dude. It's like,
oh yeah.
I don't.
Dude, such a good song.
Just go re-listen to it. It's a good one. It's a good one. He does
his live solos of that song are so sick, man. I just love the.
Especially he does 2 on those. He does 2 on "Slow Dancing," and he comes in on the second solo and turns it up, and like he uses a pick on I think he does a pick on one of the solos, and then he uses like his fingers on the other, and like it's like a completely different style when he does that. So he's got both.
Yeah. I actually, Dev, for your live performance, I guess it was the Instagram one where he switches pickups from the 5 to the 3.
Yo, me and Lewis have actually talked about that video.
The white PRS?
Yeah, the white PRS in the studio, dude. That, honestly, like I should have picked that. That's probably one of my favorite videos too, man.
That was my guess for you on that.
I do love that.
I didn't know if we were counting like all those because there are some cool clips of him too. Dude, we could do 6 more episodes of this, bro. We could talk about
this
for
we
sure.
Could actually just make the podcast.
We could just make it an Everything Mayor podcast. Good. Love it, man.
We talked about that, and then have you seen the? He's playing like a wooden Charvel.
Yeah, that one.
It's in his $1 trillion Montana ranch. I'm pretty sure.
He does one as well that is that he like did some like EDM song. I think on like on one of his Pink PRSs. It's so sick.
Oh, Lewis, I'll find it for you. I forget what the song.
It's like an Instagram clip.
It's not Titanium, is it?
So many of those that like you just
Even when he does the Africa by Toto, like I love that.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah, he does like Top Gun. Like he'll just screw around like.
Yeah. The Top Gun when he was noodling, that was good.
Yeah, man, what are you doing, dude?
Him on Instagram during COVID, dude, was unreal. Like that was top notch. John,
got us through it.
Seriously. And Lewis, I don't know if you've seen or listened to him, but Conan O'Brien has a podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Yeah, John was on it. So me and Nick are both fans of both of them. So it was actually an okay conversation, but it was just cool. He never really does that. So
right. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I do need to listen to the one with Larry David still.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you're a fan of Larry.
That's on my to-do list.
Larry David Lewis, but he was also on Conan and genuinely one of the funniest podcasts I've heard in a while. So definitely check that out if you're listening or if you're Lewis or Nick.
Have you seen his or listened to rather what's the radio show? Like what does John have going on right now? It's like
Life with John.
Oh, this series. I actually haven't listened to it at all yet.
I heard so.
I'm not with you. You're with me.
Yeah, dude, he's so bro. Him and his
John. I don't know how to describe
it. You actually nailed it at the beginning with the weird shit that he says before. Do you know what's the worst and cheesiest one? You know, on his Live in LA, Bold as Love. He goes, we just got love, man. And I'm just like, oh, John, just play the fucking solo, dude. Like, just
it's great though, because I'm listening to it. No, I know.
Nick has it on vinyl, and so we have to sit through it whenever it's on there.
I know. You're just like, you almost walk out of the room for a little bit.
So good, man.
You're just waiting for Belief to come on.
Yes, that's a good
dude.
One. That whole album, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that entire album. Because I was listening to I Don't Need No Doctor.
That's
so
sweet.
That's a sweet one. Absolutely goes for it.
What was
I actually almost had Belief on mine for you, Dev.
Dude, it's second on mine. I didn't mention it, but Belief Live in LA, specifically the opening, the guitar, like the solo he plays at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Lewis, if you can't remember it by off the top of your head, go and re-listen to it. It's top notch. That's what's
probably my favorite beginning on that one.
I even just love that solo.
The Vultures.
Wait, which one?
Vultures.
Vultures on that. Oh yeah, that song on there. Even I can't trust myself with loving you, or I don't trust myself with loving you.
Yeah,
like he does this little
it's muted.
Yeah,
it's like,
so good.
Yeah,
so good, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
Honestly, what was nice about this going through this was I kind of got out of the John listening phase, and it was just nice to hit shuffle on him. You know, just go on his whole profile and just let's just throw something on here. Let's get some inspiration.
I know. You go from every day to all right, I'm gonna have to start appreciating this guy. I kind of only listen to him on vinyl now, and then sometimes if it's comes through on a playlist or my recommended. But he's got some new stuff probably coming out soon, and that'll get me back into it.
I love it. Yeah, I think he hopefully will drop an album. We'll see. Okay, beautiful. We'll move on to this next section. The next section, this one's also extremely tough and insane. This is actually the hardest one in my opinion for me.
Really?
Yeah.
It is 2 acoustic John Mayer songs. I asked Lewis, it could be live, it could be studio, whatever, which is even worse. It's the guy. I actually think I definitely appreciated John first as an electric player, but he is so good on the acoustic. It's actually wild, man.
That's where his style is definitely his most unique playing is definitely on the acoustic.
Yeah, you'll even miss stuff kind of like a Jimmy Page where he's just completely butchering something and you just like it because it's I don't even know what that is. Just smacking.
Guitar. Yeah, he's 100%. Playing he's playing different instruments.
Yeah,
multiple.
What do you mean?
like he's playing a bit like his slap, like his, you know, it's a drum, and he's like playing.
Like he's making like the
line,
percussion, like
true.
Yeah, it's just him, and you're like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, like on Neon, I don't understand what that is. Like,
oh yeah, that opening
that's actually like
is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like there's how many videos are like impossible guitar song to play.
It's
like 100,000 different videos.
He even does like a oh, you wanted to learn how to play Neon? It's just this, and he's just doing this. I'm like
I was gonna say that earlier. That's the funniest thing to me. He goes, no, it's just this. He goes, no, I know it's not just that, right? And he said, I'm like, yeah, no, like obviously, at least give me that.
I used to sit at work just like slapping my thigh, trying to like get that in my head, and it's just still horrible.
It's just, it's like you're a drummer, kind of. I mean, I don't drum, but it's similar to that. Yeah. It's more similar to that than like guitar playing or most guitar playing.
And those chords are just insane.
That's the other thing. He's got the left hand the size of whatever a big left-handed animal is. Like it's huge.
He's got a banana thumb.
He's got the banana thumb.
Yeah, and especially on his neck hand. Yeah, both.
He's got the Drake thumb.
Jeez. Great.
Drake, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
Hey,
all right.
Okay.
Acoustic songs.
Acoustic songs. Okay. Who led off before? Was it Nick? Was it you first?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to do I'll get them out of the way. I'm gonna go first. Lewis, you go first anyways. I'll go first. I honestly, I know Nick guessed mine. Like, I don't think I could have picked any other two songs, if I'm being honest. Like, I think these are the two songs. The first one is, I actually really, really only like a minute of the song. And it's like, I really like the whole song, but the back of the song.
I know what you mean. It's like,
it's almost a separate song, and he almost never performs it. But I saw it live with Nick, actually, which blew my mind.
My favorite.
And Nick picked this one, obviously, for me. But Live in LA, In Your Atmosphere is
number one.
Okay, Lewis, you also had that one?
Is that all of ours?
Not mine.
Not Nick's.
That's my favorite.
Honorable mention, but not mine. It actually is a single, too, so technically, somehow.
Is it?
I couldn't have picked any other song. I know it's a basic one, and I figured Nick would guess it, but, like, it is so good. Even guitar part aside, the song is just so sad, and it's just some of his best songwriting, in my opinion. It's so good, dude.
That back half is ridiculous,
dude. Wherever you go or whatever.
Yeah. The first chord into that like back half, where it's like, and I'm just like, here it comes,
dude. It's so good. Okay, so Lewis, me and you have the same one song here.
I got the same one.
Great song. Sorry to steal your pick here.
2 for 2 here.
Okay, the 2 for 2. So this is technically also a live performance of his song. So it is his song. It's off. I'm not even gonna say what album it's off of. If I pick up a guitar, I play this song. This is the first song I'll play when I pick it up. It's Dear Marie by John Mayer. Oh, Nick went 2 for 2.
Yeah,
dude, I love
bottom there.
Okay, I owe Nick a coffee or something.
Wow,
dude. First off, specifically the live on Letterman performance, but because Zane Carney plays a solo on that song that I love. But regardless, dude, Dear Marie by John, once again, it's a cool little riff, and he actually does a really cool solo on this song on his at-home live performance or whatever.
Yeah,
which I'll play a lot whenever I play the song. But once again, same thing with In Your Atmosphere here is like, I just love the songwriting so much. I think it's one of his best written songs. I have another one. One of my honorable mentions is, in my opinion, one of his other probably better written songs that I think might be the one I picked for Nick regardless. But In Your Atmosphere and Dear Marie live on Letterman, or just the studio version. Those are my 2 acoustic picks. Nick, congratulations. You've won yourself a French made coffee.
Let's go.
There you go.
Well, I mean, you couldn't make a resurgence here on my picks, but
no, I think mine was the live.
Yeah, those were like just like to pick those for you. Like, man, those 2 songs are ridiculous. Like, In Your Atmosphere too. Like when I had never heard that song until I heard it live, and I was like, which was like when I went to the first concert,
right. 2019. Yeah,
2019. And I was like, what is this? And like you just hear him like. Duh, And then like the two harmonics there, and you're like,
yes,
no clue what's going on.
Well, the thing
is it, have you ever looked it up? Like, what tuning is that in?
It's in Dad, I think.
Yeah, no, but there's an F sharp in it, I think.
You're right.
So
I think it's D A D F sharp A D.
Some weird.
No, I think he keeps it B. I think it's just D A D F sharp
B
E
B E or B D.
Man.
No, open D. I think maybe it is open D actually.
I just say that because I played something in open E yesterday, and it was like E something E, and it just reminded me of that. I don't know. And when you play drop D, you do D and D.
Yeah, I remember going on the app to tune it, and it'd be on. Well, threaten my life with the string snapping and
talk about nerve-wracking cranking the G string, just like
cranking the G string,
classic.
Okay, I remember doing open D, and then it's the F sharp, which is just a terrible thing to tune to.
Love it. Okay, Lewis, do you want to go next since I already stole one of your picks? And you know what? If you have 3 written down, I'll allow you to repick, or we can just share it.
Are we going
for acoustic? Yeah.
Yes, I mean mine. The first one was in your atmosphere. Second, I mean that was the first. That one kind of stands on its own. I feel like,
dude, so good.
Acoustic.
Yeah.
But I would say Neon, just because of how.
Someone had to say it. Someone had to say it.
And
it's on my honorable mentions.
Because he actually plays bass in it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He has a bass solo.
It's low. What is it? A low E? Is that what
I think it's drop C, dude.
Drop C. Yeah, drop C. Sorry, yeah. The low E is drop C.
Dude.
Yeah. That thing is that string is loose when you're playing that song. You can do some stuff on it. Yeah.
You can hear it hit the guitar.
It's
you can
crazy.
Almost see it when you're hearing it. You're
no wonder he can that thing is compared to the whole rest of the lick. That's why he's got to hold it here while he's playing the chord. It's insane.
That's where the thumb comes in. That's his superpower.
Yeah,
because he can actually play the bass line and the melody at the same time.
He actually has a song, Wheel, where one of the chords on it he plays with his thumb, and I just gave up on playing the song because it's truly impossible to hold. You're doing this little bar chord shape on the 10th fret, and then he's just hooking over on the 13th
exactly
with his thumb, and I'm where does that come from?
Yeah, no, not happening. No.
Yeah, if anything, I gotta tune my string down and just maybe slide everything over. But yeah, it's crazy. He that thumb is literally this long.
Yeah, it does damage on and off the stage.
I do have one more now that I think about it. It's I think it's just on YouTube. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's on Spotify or Apple. It's I forget. I get them mixed up.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I definitely don't know this if it's not on there.
Oh no, yeah, that's on. Born and Raised.
Yeah,
but the live on YouTube, he's got long hair.
Oh, is it him in his house?
It's the one that one of my songs is on. I think. It's a little EP album. He has the Queen of California rendition on it too.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He does 2 or 3 songs. Yeah, exactly.
Does he play that parlor guitar? I don't know if he plays it on that. Is if I ever have the money in my life to buy a guitar, that I will find one of the 40 models that are out there and spend the 35 to 40 grand. That's probably worth that thing.
All the ad revenue we get from this podcast, we will go to splitting. We will split one. We'll have joint custody on this guitar.
Yeah. We'll have to hold it in escrow over the border.
Yeah. Okay, those are great picks.
Good deal.
So for Lewis, for you, I had Neon written down. So I was one for 2. Cool. Okay.
Don't let me down for you. I thought that you were gonna.
For acoustic or for live?
No, I'm just going back to a suggestion because I never said what I thought you were gonna pick. I never said it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll discuss acoustic predictions in a minute. Nick, I almost called you Luke. Nick, go for it.
Yeah, so in picking these songs, I had to kind of pick the ones that I went with, like the acoustic songs that I like to play. So it's not necessarily my go-to song. I think I have two on here that would be a no-brainer as well. But at the one spot, it's Clarity. And then at the two spot, it's that live rendition of Something Like Olivia. You got it?
Okay, I got that one. Hondos.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
I was between 3x5 and Walt Grace. And like Neon was always the number one spot. I'm assuming you had Walt Grace for me at number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like probably one of my favorite songs of his. But when it comes to like an acoustic version, I used to play the live version of like coming home from school. There's I don't know, what's it called in like Philadelphia or something like that, like with all the bunnies on it.
Yeah.
There's like a live version of Clarity. And it's like he's got the whole instrumental part of it as well, like with the band, and like they do this sick outro, and I just love that song. And then like it's just two chords, like pretty much, and they're just so weird, and I love them. And like I don't know, that's like I was playing it today, and it's for sure like the whole song makes absolutely no sense to me as well. So that's part of it. But yeah, and then it was 3x5 and Walt Grace. 3x5 is like. I don't even know how you come up with that as like a riff.
You ever tried to play that?
It's so
doesn't
hard.
sound like it. Doesn't sound like it. I'll tell you that.
There's got to be something going on in the back end. That's for sure.
Dude,
I can never play Walt. I think like actually playing these songs too like has a big factor into my choice. I could never play Walt Grace, and like I mean I don't until I buy that tin guitar,
the resonator.
The resonator, yeah.
Yeah, those
are
cool.
And
I think I played one. Yeah.
The my other one was actually Emoji of a Wave. I put in as a honorable mention. That song's sick. That whole like riff there is really good.
So many of these.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's a great one. I love playing Emoji of a Wave. That's like one of my go-tos. Dude, that's good. My two picks for you, Nick, were I had Walt Grace. I locked that in. Like I was hardcore. Yeah. And then I had something like Olivia.
Something like Olivia.
Dude.
Yeah.
The sickest riff. I love it. The other one I had for you I was honestly pretty confident. I kicked this one out. Was the Village Sessions Slow Dancing. I don't know if you guys have heard that one in a while.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's also one that I used to love, and I wanted to buy a Martin guitar specifically for this. Was that live version of him playing "Waiting on the World to Change"?
Oh yeah, of course.
And dude, his guitar sounds like it's like I don't even like I've never heard an acoustic guitar sound like so cool. But yeah, I almost bought a Martin guitar purely for that reason.
Been there.
And, yeah, he has so many, but like when it came down to it, something like Olivia, I probably spent like 7 months trying to make it sound like his. And
dude, yeah, because it's like blues. It's like what G, C, and D.
Yeah, like he's just muting it and just going like, and you're like, okay, that doesn't sound too hard.
No,
yeah.
God, and then
his right hand is crazy. Like I think that's where like the actual like riff to play is not hard. It's just the strumming that he does with it, and like just his muting ability as well with that song. Like, and then like, oh sorry,
I was just gonna say, do you ever practice? This is something I literally just recently started doing. Do you ever practice with him playing it, like play it live, like on your phone or whatever, and then try to play it with him?
I actually started doing that when I was trying to like learn songs like tempo, and like even just like if I was like singing, like where I could hear the chord changes, because sometimes tabs isn't always
tabs
accurate.
Just all of the above. I did that with the Charvel, the wooden video, and I thought I was playing it right, and I wasn't at all. Like I was kind of close.
You start to hear yourself, and you think it's yourself playing it, and then you kind of forget like I don't listen to this while I'm trying to learn this.
The Dear Marie live solo that I mentioned earlier, I thought I was playing it note for note. I went back and watched it for this, and I was like, I made a part of that up. like a section of like a few notes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
you're like, I got it down, dude. It sounds good.
Dude, it's so weird how that works, man. You like your memory just
Yeah.
slips like that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it fills in the
That's
gaps.
how you personalize it.
Exactly. That's the Devin the Gammy cover of the John Mayer. Lewis, what did you have? Did you put down some predictions for me on this one, or what did you have down?
I didn't think. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. These ones you would have had to like literally have lived with me, like Nick did. To like these are like the 2-1, like in your atmosphere.
Yeah,
like,
you couldn't chalk it up any different. Like Dev actually used to have like in university just a shittier acoustic guitar tuned to the In Your Atmosphere tuning.
Yes, I had to. Because I didn't want to tune it. I didn't want fuck that, man. That was scary.
Yeah, we called it the In Your Atmosphere guitar.
Yeah, Lewis, for you, I weirdly enough thought you would. So I had Neon down. I had 2 others because I weirdly enough feel like these would be your vibe. For some reason, I had Why Georgia down. I feel like you would really like that song.
It's one of
and then also Stop This Train. What?
I learned how to play that. We did like they were called serenades when I was in a fraternity in college, and we had to like go and sing around to the different sororities. And I remember that was like one of the first acoustic songs I learned. Why Georgia. And it's it's simple, but it's still like what is going on here? It was like one of the first things I learned where I'm like, this is different. Like this is nobody really
slide
plays
in
like this. Yeah, and then you have to like go up to what would it be like D?
Yeah,
but you're playing like a C chord.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're playing that open D, I think it is on it as well, or is it open G? G, yeah, the open G. Yeah,
and you like bump it up, and that's it's cool.
It's a good song.
Good stuff.
I don't listen to like that enough, probably, or I've done in my due diligence on it.
I don't know why. I think I was just for this section. I was thinking more like for Lewis at least. It was like I can see him doing the slappy thing, like the whole like Why Georgia kind of stopped this train kind of vibe.
True American song.
True, yeah, that true red, white, and blue. Nick, for you, I had 2 other ones that were like not real picks, but like ones that I thought you could potentially pick. Who Says and Queen of California were 2 that I had for you as well.
Yeah, I kind of thought of those. Like I was actually pretty torn between Neon and Walt Grace too. Like at the end of the day, I was
Walt Grace is good. God.
Yeah, it's sick. It for me, like Neon was like it's on the list, but I actually like. I think everybody was going to have it. Like if you ask anybody who likes John Mayer and likes his acoustic guitar, they all know Neon's like the most ridiculous song. So going with Clarity and something like Olivia was just kind of like those are the 2 songs that I probably still listen to like to this day pretty frequently. Queen of California, I think I overdid it. So that one. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I knew for yours it was kind of a no-brainer. I was like, if he doesn't pick these, there's going to be some particular reason that I didn't think of. But yeah, that Dear Marie, and I mean and it's his best songwriting, I think too. Like you can't really beat that in terms of he's pretty. I don't know what In Your Atmosphere is about, but Dear Marie he's opened up on, which is pretty sick. You don't really get that.
No,
I don't know what it's about either. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah. He's had a few too many conquests for me to pinpoint on exactly where that's gone
thing,
on.
Right? It's like,
yeah.
I don't feel bad for this guy getting heartbroken anymore. You know,
I just want him to find love.
I just need him to settle down. You know.
Yeah.
I just want some John, like when John, when he gets old, I want some John Mayer kids to come up and rip the guitar. You know what I mean? I want some
that'd be
equivalent.
Little Danny Harrison's, but John Mayer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. So we've done the 1 live, we've covered the 2 acoustic, and then this was a little interesting category. It's 3 singles. Lewis, what was your thought process here? Walk us through.
I guess, because partly I think I got confused by this. I don't know if you guys get this confused as well. Whenever I watch the so hear me out. We'll bring this full circle.
Yes, I know exactly
Whenever
what
you
you're
watch the Grammys, and my dad knows, like, he knows all things music. Well, I guess not all things. Well, he kind of knew. I'm like, what is the difference between, like, you have record of the year, you have like song of the year.
I know they do weird there.
I'm like, so what? I mean, could you guys say that off the top of your head? What song?
So I've heard that. Song is like so. Okay, song.
I think
is
I know
song.
what it is now.
Song is song. I've heard John say this. Record is like it's got to be like it can't just be anything. Like there's like it's not really a tight knit. Or what's the word I'm looking for?
No, I think I know the difference.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Well, my dad explained to me. I should have looked it up.
So why did you?
I don't know. I didn't look into it and make sure.
Okay.
But because I think Billy won Song of the Year.
Okay.
I say this, and her brother came up and started talking too, right? I think this is the way it worked out. And the explanation my dad gave me was Song of the Year is more like to the songwriter. Like it's more of the composition, like who wrote the song, like the lyrics.
Okay.
And like it's not just who's singing it.
True.
And Record of the Year is more, I guess, I don't know, like.
It's like a group offering, because like Elton John can't be getting Song of the Year when that guy couldn't, write a chorus if he tried. Yeah, like he's definitely making the he's making the train roll, but he did not put it on the tracks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Yeah. So I think that's the difference, but I don't. Yeah.
That would make sense.
I just looked it up. You're 100% spot on. Record of the Year just includes kind of everything. It's kind of the whole production and everything. So that makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's like your favorite song, like on your headphones. It's like that's the song that I listen to the most.
Right. It's the whole picture. Yeah.
The whole thing.
The whole package. Sorry. How does that tie in?
So like single of the year, I guess I was thinking more recorded.
Like songs that released. Oh, so you mean any studio song?
I guess it is like my song, because I looked them up. My two songs that I thought of still work out to be a single. This is the thing that like, I don't know why it's the case in the music industry that people will release singles and then they'll be on the album. I'm like, I don't.
Dude, let's talk about Sob Rock right now and how pissed that was.
3 freaking singles.
It was 4 singles.
That's what like confused me. Because I'm like, is this on the? I'm like, wait, it's on the album. What? Yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
But we can go either.
Okay. Anyways, so I did singles. I think Nick did singles as well. Like there's like maybe 30 John Mayer singles ever or whatever. So.
I think it leans it out though. Like it. I honestly kind of like it because
I'm okay.
You pick your favorite song and it's like, well, we would have had to push this out another week.
You know what? I agree on that. Where it's like it's too broad. And we what we can do a round 2 maybe at some point and bring back some other categories. We'll favorite album, top 3 album. Yeah. Bring on John.
Just go album.
John, can you stop talking? We're actually discussing something right now.
John, enough.
Shut up.
Enough of you. It's about us.
Okay, cool. I want to be conscious of time here, so let's jump on it, Lewis. That was the most corporate jargon I ever dropped. Lewis, let's start it off with your singles, your songs, whatever it was.
It is a single. The one is like, I think it's his most streamed song. At least it was recently. It's kind of corny, but the music video just cracks me up because I don't know what the hell's going on, and I've been singing it and just playing it on guitar. Not every day, but pretty frequently, at least in the past week or two. And it's New Light.
Yeah.
The lyrics are cool. Like the whole thing it's 4 chords, and the solo.
I have a feeling yours was that, Devin.
Mine was also New Light.
Good. It's just good, dude. Yeah. It's just like
I have that there.
He's like in the, I don't know what he's
doing.
The
green screen. It's the funniest music video.
Even the outfit is just like, where did you find that and why?
Somehow it's cool too that he's wearing.
I know. It made me want to wear pants that looked like pajamas that cut off at my shin.
Dude, I had this as well, Lewis. And honestly, funny story. I was in a different period. I was in a dark part of my life. But when this song came out, I hated it. I hated it. And
see that.
It took me
like his usual thing.
It took me like a few months, and then
I couldn't believe
it's easily
when you
my
said
favorite
that.
single. I don't know what it was.
I just don't like this song.
I think I was too obsessed with him as like a guitar player at that point in time, and this was like a pop song first and foremost.
Yeah, it was a pop.
And that's probably
kind of shows his range on guitar though, because like he does a lot. Like that's where like I kind of started to notice the little muting stuff he started doing. And you hear it in like Harry Styles. The song that he covers in
what's it called?
Also
even Small Worlds by Mac Miller. He plays guitar on that.
His live solo on that is so sick.
We should have
just does that lick.
Dude, that actually would have been an underrated live performance.
What?
John Mayer covering Small Worlds at Mac's Eulogy or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was sick.
Okay. Sorry. So
even the live solo of the New Light too is also a sick one where he just like bends up and does that little blues lick instead of just kind of closing it off.
100%.
Anytime he plays New Light live, he'll hit a blues lick to close out the solo. Like it'll be the same solo, but I can't remember how it finishes, but he'll bend like the 14 up and just do like this walking thing. And
love it.
Something.
All right, Lewis, what's number 2 on your list? 3 best singles songs.
I want to get the title right. Yeah. Carry Me Away.
Oh, wow. Underrated, dude.
I had that as an honorable mention for Dev.
It's
so good.
To this song.
Yeah, whoa, my headphones. That is exactly the vibe, dude. Driving to this song is top notch, man. It's such a good song. Such a good song. And I remember I was actually we were in the basement of our university house. Me and Nick were listening to this for the first time, I remember. And there's this spot where he could have came in for a solo and he didn't. And I remember saying, Nick, he should have done a solo. And now I appreciate that he didn't, you know? Because it's like he just let it breathe. Point. And yeah.
I remember hearing that from somebody talking about how he plays solos, and that's a great point. Like, he is a master at leaving space, I think, 100%. Especially with his solos. And I forget that. Like, sometimes when I'm playing guitar, I'll just want to, like, fill in everything.
Minutes later.
Yeah.
I should really wrap this up.
Yeah, right. We gotta go. I mean, but yeah, just, like, shut up. And, like, sometimes that's better. Just leave space.
Yeah, 100%.
There's also Cinema was the song.
Cinema, thank you, by Harry Styles, of course. And okay, Lewis, number 3. And sorry, anyways, I'm just trying to move things along here because I know Nick's got limited time.
I only had 2.
What's number 3?
I only had 2.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I would have to.
No, you know what? Sorry, we'll
think about it. Come back to it. We can hit your third.
We'll swing back.
Beauty. Me or you, Nick? You go.
I think I have yours.
Okay, so do you want? Okay, I'll go then.
Okay, you go.
I'll go because then you can see if whatever. So yeah, my first one was New Light. Love that one. The second one, I just I wish I could play this so bad, and the guitar tone is insane.
Oh,
and it's not like crazy. It's just good. It's really rolled back. He plays it on like a 335. And there's this sick video of him in the studio doing multiple takes of this solo. And like half the song's a solo.
7.5 minutes.
Dude, I guess I just feel like by John Mayer. Dude,
wow.
So good.
That went right over my head.
So good. Yes, he's got the casino. You're right. The Epiphone Casino.
Yeah.
Dude. Or maybe it's not casino. Anyways.
That came out my senior year. I think I played, like, my roommate was at, like, we had a nice apartment, super high ceilings, and I'll never forget, like, I had like an hour or 2. I probably did it multiple times. Just played the backing track. I can still see the backing track on YouTube.
Do you remember the backing track? Do you remember the backing track? How it has the humming in it? Because it was so early on. It came out, and the humming was it
has the.
They couldn't remove it.
Yeah.
So good.
I think Dev spent like probably a good 5 hours trying to find that tone.
Oh, dude!
And just
because it's so gross. Yeah, I could never get it.
He does like a.
Then I got the Epiphone, and we
That's
tried.
True.
Again.
We kind of tried.
Got close.
Just like him. He does
sound just like him.
Just like him. Just like him.
Sorry, let's go for it.
I was gonna say I'll have to send you guys it, and I only know it because I grew up listening a little bit to the Allman Brothers, and he does a Dickie Betts lick on it. Or maybe Dickie Betts found it from someone else. Yeah, because on that guitar, he goes, he
yes, the tap up here. Yeah,
he
cool.
does the tap, and that's one of the few times I've seen him do that. Yeah,
I actually just got into the Allman Brothers. The song that pulled me in was Blue Sky. So sick.
Good one. It's a good one. Yeah, we could do a whole thing on that. Yeah,
love it. Okay, I'll move on here quick, and then we can get Nick to close this out. My third pick, honestly. Just good vibes on this one. I didn't go too much for the like the guitar playing on this. I love this album too. I was telling Nick before, this is probably one of my favorite. It's off one of my favorite albums. And also a funny story with our old roommate. We went to the concert, and after the concert, this was like his favorite song in the whole world. Like literally played it a million times. And we're like, dude, he played this at the concert, right? And he's like, what? Because he didn't listen to anything beforehand. Anyways, the song's "Love on the Weekend" by John Mayer. And of course, it's by John Mayer. Love on the Weekend. Dude, just such a good song, such a good vibe. It gives me similar vibes to like New Light and Carry Me Away. It's kind of just like chill.
That was his track. You know what's funny, Lewis, is I made him a playlist for that that concert, and I think like I hit like every single song
or something. Like
ridiculous. And I had more songs. Yeah, and he didn't listen to it once, and I was like,
of course,
like could not have been a better like get yourself ready for this. That's such 100%. A good song though.
So good.
So like kind of very him. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that came out my sophomore year in college. It's funny.
Stop using these American terms for your.
I know.
Come on. Oh yeah, uni up in down there and.
Second,
cool.
Third.
Nick,
I do have one more. Yeah. Oh, you go ahead. I thought.
Oh, okay. Dev, 4 years I had New Light, Edge of Desire, You're Gonna Live Forever in Me. I thought I was a lock on.
Wait,
those.
Is Edge of Desire a single?
Yeah.
No.
Is it really?
I searched singles. It was there.
No. Okay, if it was a single, that was it. I'll tell you that much. I didn't think it was a single. Anyways. Okay.
Maybe it's not, but yeah. My singles are at number one. This song is just like, I play it all the time. I honestly can't get enough of it. It's probably his favorite song is what he said, Wild Blue. He said verbatim, he was like, I can't believe that song is mine. Like,
yes.
The solo on that in that live show too is like the outro one, unreal. Even that solo just in general, like that was the first time I ever heard him like do like the, you know, when he goes like the
yeah.
You're like, where did that come from? The next one, it's kind of my track. I friggin' love this thing. It's called Perfectly Lonely. Yeah.
Yep.
That's that one. That one. Back in my single days, that was my anthem. It's a great. That whole song is like
he plays that with dude. You know who's the? I mean, we've already mentioned him. Well, we didn't mention him, but the song, the most underrated maybe guitar duo ever is Keith Urban, John Mayer.
Yeah,
and I say that because he played that song Perfectly Lonely on like it was either the Telecaster. He plays a Gretsch. I think it was a white Telecaster on.
Yeah,
CMT.
he is that white.
Yeah, on CMT Live or whatever. And that whole thing is incredible. But he plays Perfectly Lonely.
Yeah, I know that little like. Dude,
there's that one part specifically. I think it's coming out of the second chorus. Where it's like, and I don't belong to anyone, nobody belongs.
And then he plays that F minor. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't even remember.
I thought you were talking about the lead up. He does, I don't belong to anyone, no one else. And then he goes F minor, and then it goes into the solo.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
it's just like such a standout chord.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then my last one is. This is kind of a no-brainer. You hear this on the studio album, and there might not be a cleaner lick, and there might not be a more recognizable John Mayer lick than "Slow Dancing in a Burning Room."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Of course. I honestly
thank you for saying that. Someone needs to say that today.
I had my other singles, and I was like, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, the song that got me into John Mayer was Neon and Slow Dancing in a Room, but it was really Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. And like that, letting it hang on that 9 fret there, and it's just like, that in the C, and you're just like, that was
everyone
in the solo. That. Yeah, it's everybody's favorite song, but like and then like anytime he plays it live, I'm just like, anytime I hear that slide, you have my attention.
Yeah.
Like if school needed to get me into it, like my attention, if they just started every lecture with a slide, I'd be,
What's that?
Sorry, what's that?
Yeah, it
Love
is.
it.
That's a great,
Those are great.
The honorable mentions was I loved Last Train Home when they did that. When he kind of dropped that and he did like those little snippets and it was just that opening bend that was kind of similar to Slow Dancing's, and then New Light and In Your Atmosphere were my other honorable mentions there.
Love it, dude. Can we appreciate how good Sob Rock was? Like there was so many tracks off that were unreal.
Yeah,
what's the
Last Train Home? I didn't mention that, the ballad version.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Love it.
Rocks.
Lewis, did you have a third pick by chance? Did you say?
I was gonna say forgot about it, but I was gonna say Wild Blue too. And I forgot. That's like they're close.
And what was the other one? Sorry.
New Light. I was gonna say like music video wise.
Oh.
New Light's really great.
Oh yeah.
But in Wild Blue, on the second solo, right before he goes in, because it makes me feel like right now, like he's at the top of a roller coaster. Like when you listen to it again, and the second solo is about to start, it sounds like you're at the top of a roller coaster, and then you like go down, and you'll know what I mean when you listen to it again. And he does this part in the music video. He goes, I don't know what he says. I've tried to rewind it like multiple times. He goes, come down. He says some like random thing.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that.
And I'm like, what the hell are you saying?
True, I've never even thought about that.
And it sounds like you're like going down, like a hill or a roller coaster.
That song is that whole album though. Like I remember even you were saying you didn't like you didn't like Shot in the Dark, and then there was just one line.
The bridge. The bridge
just changed your entire.
Do you still know the gate code, or what is it?
Is the gate code still your
birthday? Oh, that line is so good.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
That line is so good.
The only one that is kind of corny on there is Why You Know Love Me, but I still like it. It definitely not my most listened to song by any means.
For sure. My only issue with that album is that 4 of the songs were singles, and we can talk about that now. But it was New Light, which came out so early. Last Train Home. Wild Blue, and then I guess I just feel like was a single, yeah. So
right, I didn't realize that was on there.
6 new songs. I'm like, what is going on? Anyways, it was a bit of an upset, but
yeah, I wasn't upset I probably played that album for like a month straight going to work. I think I played Last Train Home when it came out. Did he do it in batches?
He did. Oh no, that was Louis Deer thing. That was
I'm good now.
The Search for Everything. He did 4 songs at a time.
Yeah, I just remember playing Wild Blue and then obviously Till the Right One Comes is also one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
that so opening verse is just like unreal.
I was potentially gonna do that one for you, but I didn't think.
I don't think it counts. Till the Right One Comes isn't a single.
Oh, sorry, you're totally right. The single I did have for you though, I had Perfectly Lonely and Wild Blue, was Still Feel Like Your Man. I thought you were gonna pick that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I feel like you really like that song. I don't know why.
No, I do like that. I mean, that whole album I like, but Still Feel Like You're. I don't think I realized that was a single, or maybe I did, but I think I grew out of that one as like kind of my single. I don't know. Like it definitely doesn't surpass Wild Blue or Perfectly Lonely, and like Slow Dancing to this day is still like one of my favorite songs ever. So
it is.
I almost felt like I was obligated to put it down.
Of course, it's the song he has to play at his show, that and Gravity, and I feel like I'm surprised we didn't put a single I feel bad. We should have thrown Gravity in there. I didn't want to pick it because it's so basic, but
it's definitely not my favorite of his songs. That's my hottest take. I'll say is like I can skip a Gravity.
Like you don't want to hear it at the concert.
I mean, if I heard it, I've heard it like 4 times, so I'm not like or maybe 3. I don't know how many times I've been to him, but I don't need to hear it again for sure. Even Slow Dancing, like at the end of the day, when you put out Where the Light Is, like, is it going to get any better than that? I don't know. Like when we went to his concert and they did that live version of Helpless, and the guy brought out like the piano guitar, it was crazy. Like you just like, I'd rather hear that kind of stuff where it's like more cool music versus like, I think he's kind of getting to that phase where you can just listen to him as a musician versus like his studio stuff.
Yeah, so, that's where his live is. That's where, like, that's why I love. I mean, I love like the studio stuff too, but like him live is like, he is.
You can't beat it, and he brings a sick band with him too. Isaiah Sharkey is there. Like that guy is insane on guitar. Pino,
Steve Jordan.
Yeah, and who's the other guy? Which actually,
David Ryan Harris.
David Ryan Harris. I was thinking about that like live skit he did where he does the solo, and I was like, that doesn't really count. It doesn't. Yeah, no, but that's one of my favorite like things. That whole performance is sick. It's like 20 minutes, but it's unreal.
So good, dude. Just the 2 chords that it's so good.
That's all you need, dude.
That's all you need, man. Let's just quickly recap for all the listeners. So I'll go first. But so live, I had Ain't No Sunshine. For acoustic, I had In Your Atmosphere, Dear Marie, live on Letterman specifically. And then 3 singles, I had New Light, I Guess I Just Feel Like, and Love on the Weekend. Whoever wants to go next, just a quick recap.
Nice.
Go
live
for it.
I had Crossroads, Toronto, and I had
Toronto.
Yeah, I'm forgetting. Yeah, you guys up there. And then the other one. What was the other one?
Just one live one. Acoustic, 2 acoustic.
No, I had another. I'll think of it. Acoustic was In Your Atmosphere, and God, I'm blanking on these.
Neon.
And then in Neon, and then studio was Carry Me Away, Wild Blue, and New Light.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nick?
Once again, thank you for having me. This was fun.
Of
Nothing
course.
like bantering about John Mayer, but I had All Along the Watchtower live in LA, Clarity and Something Like Olivia, the live version of that Something Like Olivia, and then Wild Blue, Perfectly Lonely, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room.
Damn.
Can't beat
Boys,
it.
those are some tracks. We should make a playlist. That's actually like an unreal playlist.
There's your
there.
Spotify day list right there.
We can put that up on the podcast for the listeners to browse through. That was good. I honestly just jotted down the back of the paper like a few other ideas. If you ever want to come back on, Nick, like we could do best album. We could do Fuck, Marry, Kill on 3 albums. We could do delete a John Mayer album, where we pick like 5 songs and be like, you have to delete one for the rest. Like whatever. We can do some stuff like that. Some fun stuff. So.
I'm in. I'm always in for John Mayer banter.
Of course. Yeah, me and Lewis.
Especially with some fellow John Mayer. Now, Lewis, now that I know your picks too, I know what kind of guy you are.
See, this is the thing. I was trying to tell Nick. I'm like, I was trying to tell Nick. I'm like, Lewis, the only other guy I know that actually like you hear a guy be like, oh, I love John Mayer, and it's like, really? And you guys talk for like 2 minutes. You're like, okay, you don't really like John Mayer.
Yeah,
like, I can tell.
You're not doing the things that people do.
100%. So it's good to have equal levels of obsession over a man in Montana.
Yeah, I know. It was funny. Like, even just we were chatting, and Devin mentioned you liked watches too. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure if you like John Mayer to the level that we like, you're gonna start to follow his interests. Like,
you're gonna be on.
Devin almost bought like a $7,000 robe from Visvin.
Of course.
No, he didn't actually.
No,
but
John just rocks his clothing, and I'm just like, it's not cool, but it's John, so it's cool.
You're just like, why would not? Yeah, the fact that we even know what that is just disgusting. That's more or less what I'm speaking to.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Devin,
Nick.
real quick.
Yeah.
Or I did have one question because he said his favorite watch. I just kind of thought of mine. I don't know if you have yours.
I don't think. You know what, Lewis? We're gonna have Nick back on. We'll save it for the next episode.
All right.
We should do
top three Mayer episodes.
John Mayer watches.
Yeah.
No, we'll do it. Yeah. We'll do it.
To be fair, it wasn't my favorite watch on his, but I had to. He had a rose gold AP on, and I was just like, with the whole thing and like live, and you just wearing one of those, you're like, wow, that's just dirty. Like,
beautiful.
Yeah, I got my fake Omega swatch on, thinking I got the same swag.
G-Shock,
baby. Come on.
mine's in the room.
Beautiful.
They work. They do work.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, anyways, Nick, we'll let you bounce.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, appreciate you coming on. This was a great episode. Very enjoyable. And
I hope the listeners got what they needed to get out of this.
Everyone's going to get exactly what they need out of this. I'll tell you that much for free.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right, dude.
I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah,
right,
love it.
Guys.
I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Okay. See you guys.
Deuces.
Bye.